So originally the game ended with the OG version of this that came out in like 1990. It ended with like you shooting up a school. Yeah.
Skullblood was mowed down by.
Oh, whoa! Does this game have? Dude, I wonder if the OG version of this game had multiplayer, because I'm like, it has a kill feed. Like, that's interesting, dude. OG Doom has such good multiplayer. Me and Sam were playing Fortnite. Have you seen the new Fortnite creative stuff?
Dude, I was playing Fortnite last night, and it literally just felt like Roblox.
No, yeah. The creative mode.
It's literally just Roblox.
It's literally just Roblox. Me and Sam were playing, and we found like all sorts of crazy shit on there.
There's literally a creative Roblox map on
Fortnite. We
Fortnite.
found a remake of a Roblox, like an OG classic Roblox game, and I'm like, damn.
It was like one of those obbies.
It was an obby, yeah.
Back in the day, I used to complete obbies left and right.
I grinded Roblox at one point, but I stopped. Harrison was like a Roblox enthusiast, bro. He was the Roblox guy. He would play Roblox all the time. He would go on there and he'd play Arsenal specifically, and he would just wreck little kids and demolish them.
And that's the most fun thing to do.
I loved playing Arsenal. I loved playing Phantom Forces. That one's really good as well.
Phantom Forces was gas.
Yeah.
And what was it? There's some hard level. You know those level games where you do parkour?
Yeah, the obbies.
Yeah, there's one that was so good, but I think it was to 900 or something.
Yeah,
They're extremely
there's some that are
long.
1,000, and it's crazy.
Well, it went up to 10K when I last got on after 2 years. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
they
And
just
there's
stacked
kids
it.
out there that have being it. I'm like, how?
Young children that
You
are just
sit
on
there
that.
for hours.
dedicated
and hours.
grind.
I used to love that shit, dude.
I
You went
somehow
right into
walked into
that.
that. Yeah, I'm a bit silly for that one. I won't lie. However,
I mean, you hit him, so.
yeah, I can probably. Oh my gosh, why did
whole
I think that
battalion.
was safe?
Bro, Muse and Evansons came to Salt Lake City.
Who?
Muse and Evansons?
Who's that?
Do you know who Evansons is?
No, is
Bring
it?
Me to Life, Wake Me Up Inside.
Oh.
And then Muse did Uprising, and they made a lot of music. Starlight. There's one popular song.
Does Coldplay still make music?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Huh.
It's not very.
They
good,
haven't-
though.
Yeah, Coldplay kind of fell off after being literally one of the best bands in the world. They fell off. But they made my childhood with all those classic Minecraft songs,
What?
dude.
No fucking way. Supermassive Black Hole by Muse is their biggest hit. That's not right.
Supermassive black hole.
That can't be right. 'cause
Supermassive black.
Supermassive Black Hole, I think they made.
Spotify
Soundgarden
top
did
charts
that.
can be deceiving.
Yeah. Oh, Madness. Mad.
Oh, I know that song.
Mad. That
Holy
song's so
shit.
good.
Huh, my dad listens to those guys.
I bet he does.
My dad is a fan. I never got the appeal personally, but
Oh,
I
dude,
do
that's-
like that song.
That's all I've been listening to is indie punk, fucking alternative rock recently.
I've been listening to a shit ton of breakcore. You know what breakcore is? Or
It sounds like a porno.
no, it's so have you heard of jungle before? The genre of jungle?
Jungle?
So jungle's a type of rave music that specializes in very specific type of drum beat, and breakcore is an evolution of jungle where the drums are you use editing like DO. That was the biggest bullshit nade I've ever seen. Bro was halfway across the map.
Play some right now.
What?
Play some.
Play some what? Oh, some breakcore. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
Can you? I don't
Yeah.
think you can.
Nah, it's
not?
not protected. They can't stop me. Oh, look, a whole bunch of chill breakcore. Let's take a listen.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I'll play it after the recording. I'll show you.
That is so annoying. That recent copyright thing. People are listening to your music. People aren't. It's not.
Yeah.
It's literally free advertisement. You don't need to get paid for every little
Especially
thing.
like on YouTube, UMG, the big music group, like they just like go out of their way to make sure nobody plays any song ever. There was a Mr. Beast bit where he literally just sung the lyrics to a song. No like playback was there of the actual song, and he got copyright claimed. And I'm like, you're kidding.
Dude, you know EDM, the entire genre of EDM, specifically like no copyright sounds. 90 when I was really big into EDM, like 4th to 6th grade. I think it was all the way up to like 8th grade. EDM was like the main thing I listened to. It's like OMFG, the Fat Rat, Alan Walker, and
I just
I
got
literally
those in my
found
head.
those artists through no copyright
From like
sounds.
YouTube, from like YouTube and stuff.
And like YouTube intros and like background music was literally where I found those songs. It became my favorite songs. And I probably gave them a couple bucks worth of listening music. I mean, one listen isn't worth a lot.
I remember I
but-
just have those on like repeat all the time.
Dude, Will, do you remember I would listen to Faded, right? In 5th grade. And everyone else would listen to that shit. I think it was in 6th grade actually. I put the whole classroom on Faded, dude.
On the song Faded?
No
Yeah, by
copyright.
Alan Walker.
Alan Walker.
I gotta. You're like unearthing memories in my mind.
Oh, dude, I'll
I'm like-
unearth even more.
Go
Do you
for
remember when we used to get like? Actually, this was like 2nd grade. Me and Halen, we would go out and like eat worms in the gardens.
Eat worms?
But like we'd also unearth like random onions, and just like munch on them. Like,
Would
do
you
remember?
actually eat worms?
Oh yeah,
How'd
in front of
they
the
taste?
girls too.
In front of... Would you do it just
How'd
like...
they taste? It just tasted like dirt.
Huh.
Just kind of like gooey, a little bit irony, kind of the iron flavor. But
Huh.
He's got some protein.
But it wasn't like
I doubt-
disgusting.
No, it wasn't gross. I remember I got bit by a jumping spider at line once.
They're not poisonous or anything, right? They're just like... Spider.
Apparently not.
Oh, apparently not. I found out that moment that they're not poisonous. And I was completely fine. Damn, that's... I remember... dude, remember how competitive we were with Foursquare? That was like our lives. Was competitive
Foursquare and
Foursquare.
tetherball, baby.
And
we
dude,
owned that court.
We freaking dominated everyone there. Like, so...
Especially Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett. Shout out to you, Garrett. You were like a legend at Foursquare.
So
but
good, dude.
at our school, we would go out and play Foursquare, right? And it was kind of our sport. And a lot of the other classrooms, dude, they had the shittiest rule sets, dude. They were garbage.
They're
like
pussies.
mini games. Oh, infinite bounces and squares.
2 bounces, you're out.
You could do infinite bubbling, which was basically the same thing as holding the ball, which is just stupid, right?
Bubbling.
So dumb. So what we did is we would, anytime that was happening, because the king of the square, the king square, whoever's in king square decided the rules. So we would constantly, whenever we were at recess and we saw other people playing, we'd join the line. Garrett would just wipe them out for free, playing their shit tier rules, and then he'd change them. Everyone would leave, and we would play our competitive ranked version of Foursquare. It was blissful. I loved our rule set because it allowed for so much crazy shit and awesome
Like, our rule set
rivalries and
was-
comeback moments. It
Our
was
rule
awesome.
set was dead simple. It was
competitive.
It was normal. It was like 2 bounces, you're out. So bounce once, and if it bounces again within your in your
like
square,
tennis.
it's out. And if it hits your square and goes out, it goes out. And then lines were usually just kind of redos, like if it hit on the line.
They were, if
Unless-
it was like directly online, or it was like whoever was closest
Yeah,
at the time.
it's kind of like majority vote.
Yeah.
Shit. Like
Just
you-
whoever, it's like who, like nobody saw it,
yeah.
and it was just like out of the corner of everybody's eye.
It was nice. We kind of had a democracy going. It was like
yeah.
we all were community
But that was only
refs.
lines in the middle. If it hit line on the outside,
Yeah, it was.
That
it
was
was
a little
you.
more
That was kind of like
difficult.
Yeah.
that was usually the guy who hit it was out.
Yeah. It was so competitive, and like it got to a point where teachers had to get involved because people were like,
Yeah, like
yeah, no,
Adrian.
teachers had to just be like like literally sitting
Yeah.
on the
yeah,
or
they'd
like
be like,
standing
y'all
by
are
the
taking
court.
this too seriously. I remember a teacher. It was Mr. Adrian. He got mad because he lost one time. Remember
No,
that?
we got mad because he kept beating us.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, we got mad because he kept beating us. Now, he wasn't always beating us. We were usually pretty good. He did get mad a couple of times. But for the most part, he would just whoop our ass.
Adrian.
And we get pissed. We're like, what the fuck?
No,
Like,
yeah,
what is this
it
shit?
wasn't fair. Like
And
he
so
was
we
the one person
banned
that
him
could.
off of it. Like, the teachers can't play with kids now. That was so cruel, dude.
Yeah, that was cruel
Imagine
of
being
us.
an adult getting banned from playing with the kids.
Just because you're too good.
Just because you're too good at the game. That's hilarious, dude. Oh my gosh. He was a menace, too. I remember he would just because he just had more physical strength, so it was harder to react to when, the ball hit the square.
Yeah.
It was way harder for us to make reactions.
Bro
and
was
stuff.
a menace the 2 years he taught us. It wasn't until junior high we actually, grew up
I
and
personally
understood.
always kind of
Yeah,
liked
but
him.
you were always, 3 steps ahead maturity-wise.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, fair. Versus yeah, so I was more at his level versus everyone else. Understandably, didn't like him.
Yeah, I hated him. He was
But
the worst.
I
I
like
thought he was a
Adrian.
nice fella. I thought he was pretty cool.
He was a great guy. Great teacher. Outstanding teacher, dude. It's sad that he got put in the situation he did with
No,
They
yeah.
really
Yeah,
didn't give
he
him.
didn't-
They didn't give
they didn't
anyone
let him
enough
come
respect,
back.
especially him. But
Why is there an ostrich here?
Now that's a boomstick.
I
But
hope he's doing all right. I
Yeah.
bet he is.
Apparently, he's writing a book. He's been on a podcast recently, actually.
oh yes, I think it was Jackson. Jackson found an episode of a podcast he was on, and he talked about his new book he's writing.
He's been writing books for years.
Yeah, I'm that's pretty sick. That bro's I think he should go back into teaching personally.
Boomstick.
Because he was a really good teacher. I just think he shouldn't teach elementary school. Because
He'd be a good. I wouldn't say necessarily high school, because I feel like
it depends on the high school. I'd
it's
say.
high school's cool and all, but you have to be careful with high school students because there's a lot of stuff you can't do. It seems like while you're talking with them and you're teaching them, that was some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but we're fine. We balling.
But it's like high school. It's very. What's the word? Tricky.
Uh huh.
You'll say something that seems totally fine, and then there's that one kid, and then everyone goes up against you and gets you fired just because
Right.
of one little thing you said that some kid didn't like. Because most of them are mature, but there's always that one person, and since they're all underage, if you say something that they don't like,
Mm-hmm. No band against you.
yeah, they can get you just because they're underage. But I think you'd be really good in college because college
Right.
it's a lot. They're all
Well,
adults.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure,
They're more,
there's
mature,
administration and
yeah.
shit, but like what happened with Jordan Peterson. He voiced his opinion on certain things, and he got brutally attacked by
Right.
the entire internet.
This is the end.
This is the end of the game. Yeah. So originally the game ended with the OG version of this that came out in 1990. It ended with you shooting up a school. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was right after Columbine.
This came out right before.
That's terrible. Even for a video game today, that's terrible.
But now it
Oh.
ends like this.
This is a better ending.
You
anyway.
have to kill the priest, or
It says
whoever's
there's
there,
one hostile.
and you have to kill 100%.
Nah, he's invincible. Is that?
Oh, I guess you go down.
You're the hostile.
Oh, that's me. That's my grave.
going on?
Realization sets in. Damn, that's dark. That's dark, dude.
The final descent.
Population pressure and the stress of modern life may cause an increase in violent tendencies. The urban environment is the incubator for all sorts of undesirable behaviors. However much his atrocities disgust us, he may actually consider himself a hero. This is common among those who, in the popular slang, go postal. In his tortured mind, he may feel that he's battling against impossible odds. It is not unusual for such individuals to believe that the entire fate of the world rests with them. In the end, our subject has displayed all the classic symptoms of paranoid delusions. We may never know exactly what set him off, but rest assured, we will have plenty of time to study him.
That really says a
Wow.
lot about our society.
Yeah.
This says a lot about our society. But legitimately, like, that does actually... The message is pretty interesting. It's kind of the same thing with, like, Fight Club, where it's, like, the message of, like, you work till you die type thing. Wow. There was Postal Redux. We beat the game in one sitting. That's awesome.
That's actually like, wow.
Yeah. Sweet. I can't wait to record and edit this one. Poggers, dude. Thank you all for watching.
Poggers?
Yeah. Poggers, Bill.
Poggers, Jesus
Can we get
Christ.
some
I haven't-
pogs in the comment section
I
below,
haven't
guys?
heard Poggers in a while.
You know what I haven't heard in a while? Noob.
New.
Oh, yeah. That one's like, that one's...
I got
think
a
that's
write up for
Roblox term.
calling. Do you remember when we called him Kennedy noob? And I got pissed.
You got it. Wait, you got written up for calling someone a noob?
Yeah. I had to explain to them what noob meant. Like, it just means they're new at something. It's not an insult. They're like,
Newbie,
oh,
noob.
okay.
You noob. Dude, people are so soft, for real.
They-
I remember
they
there was
just
a girl
got
that,
so
like, got
soft.
hit. So, we were playing dodgeball, right? And we got those, like, really soft foam balls, right?
Yeah, I
And
remember
Garrett
those.
still throws, like, missiles, for example. But
I gave someone a black eye once with those.
wait, okay, maybe I'm being a little harsh with this story then. But there was a girl that got hit in the face, and she, like, started crying, and I'm like, dude, come on. I've
There
been
were
hit in the
so
face so
many
many
of those
times by these.
There's so many of those girls.
Remember when just banned a dodgeball?
Oh, yeah,
and
she
all?
just outright banned it, and I'm like, man, you are... Oh, my gosh. Oh,
Man,
my
you old
goodness.
hag can suck my dick, bro. Dodgeball was like my. I was never very good at it.
Yeah,
But it was
one
like
of
my
favorites.
favorite thing
It
to
was
do.
my
so
favorite.
fun.
Like, during PE for my 9th grade year, we were forced to play freaking, like, softball, which is like baseball, basically. And I
Yeah.
hate baseball playing it because it's such a team-oriented sport, and you like take turns and stuff. It's not a very active game either. It's really boring. I like basketball more, but like my favorite by far was dodgeball because since we were integrated with other grades, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be throwing a 7th grader wouldn't be throwing your match because it's like if everyone loses but you're still in, you can still come back. The comeback mechanic of getting people back in,
Yeah.
and like you can wipe out the entire team by yourself. It would still happen.
Yeah, by
right?
catching the balls, right?
Yeah, yeah. And so it was like it was anyone's game no matter what, which made it so fun.
Do you remember playing street hockey?
Oh yeah, that was so
shit.
fun too. Street hockey's so much fun.
That shit was so. Do you remember when who was it? I think it was Cameron. Got smacked in the face with one of the balls. Someone
really?
slap shot it, went right in the
dude,
eye, dude.
I would do that all the time. And then at first, like Michelle would be like, "That's not how you're supposed to play. You're doing it wrong. You're gonna lose
and then
matches."
it turned into a hazard.
But it was like no, it was a meta. It became a meta because it's like people weren't good enough at blocking the ball. So if you slap shotted it, it would go through everyone and goal from like halfway across the map, right?
if you were lucky, or
If
it'd
you were
go
lucky,
straight
yeah.
into someone's face.
Yeah, right. And that was the
Because that happened like 5
It
times.
happened so many times. I remember hockey was just like this dangerous sport that
yeah.
we played in
It
the
was
gym.
so much fun,
Oh,
dude.
it
I
was
feel
so
so
fun,
bad
dude.
for like the 7th graders. I think that there's a
Yeah.
reason they didn't like us during 9th grade, specifically with PE, and it's because us
just
9th
used, like,
graders would get away with shit that they wouldn't. Like
Yeah,
I remember,
honestly.
I don't know if you remember, we were playing soccer, and I literally slid into like 2 people, tripped them, and Michelle didn't stop me.
I don't
But then,
remember.
like another 7th grader just bumped into somebody, and they're like,
Ninth
she's
grade
like, hey,
kind of
yo.
just went by so fast. I don't remember anything.
Like I was
Oh,
literally
that's so
like it was
funny.
like a battlefield. I'd just be running through there, just tripping people and like knocking them over. It was just like, well, they can't stop me.
It's because she'd seen you grow up since 4th
Yeah,
grade.
she
She's
didn't
not
want to
gonna
like
say
stop
shit.
me.
It's like, wow.
Look at my boy go.
So fun. It was so much fun. All right, I'm gonna end the recording.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching.